Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. Today I'm going to be sharing a week of daily plans with you. It's Monday the 21st. It's like almost 11 o'clock and I have not sat down to work on my daily plan at all. In fact, I did just film my weekly plan and it's already changing. Guys, and this video, I don't know if I'll actually put it up because man, it was rough trying to get through that video. This week is our vacation week. It's our first week off from homeschool. Not vacation, we're not going anywhere, but it's our first week off from homeschool. And little things have popped up over the past several days, couple of weeks that have all been thrown into this week. So I was up at 4 a.m. this morning, probably because of all of the stuff that I feel like I need to get done. I did make my list, so there is that. And I've gotten quite a bit of stuff done this morning. I did do 2 tiers of my AM routine this morning, and then I did edit my video that went up today, which was another week of daily plans. So I'm gonna write that. Emma had cross country, so I had to bring her to that, and then she got home around 9 and I was just working on editing and trying to kind of get ready for the day. Just making breakfast here for everyone, and then I started doing my weekly planning. While I was doing my weekly planning, I got a phone call that my car is ready to be picked up. So I need to go to the Honda dealership. So I've been chatting with my mom, trying to figure out when we're going to do that. She's going to come and get me. And then I am going to go over to the BMV because Emma needs to get her permit, which we have not done yet. And I actually made an appointment for Wednesday, but because we're already going to be up in the area, we're just going to go at this point. My mom can take Jack and Lucy to do whatever. And so I am going to say pickup car and BMV, and I'm not sure how long that's going to take us. Hopefully we'll be home by 2, but it will definitely depend. I might also, depending on how long it takes us at the BMV, go to Sam's Club, because that is another thing that I really wanted to do. And I will not have time to register the car today though. So, okay, pickup car, BMV, Sam's Club. Today is supposed to be my Monday reset. And somebody asked me on a previous video what that encompasses. And honestly, it's anything that I haven't gotten done over the weekend. Saturday is my work day, like chores and things around the house and projects and things like that. Sunday, I really try to keep it not work related because I need to have that downtime. And recently, I've been pretty good about that. But for the past few months, I have been working on Sunday. I have a lot of projects that I've been trying to get through and just trying to get some stuff done. And even though my kids are older and they're able to occupy themselves, for some reason, it's easier for me to do some of those things when my husband is around. The past 2 weeks, I've really been trying to protect my Sundays, and so I haven't been working on stuff. And so my Monday reset is really anything that I have not gotten done on Saturday that still needs to be done. So really that was my weekly planning. Typically I will do that on Sunday. But I did it today instead. I also want to work on floors. These are technically part of my daily things like vacuuming, clearing the floors, surfaces and stuff like that. So I guess I will but I want to really clean them. Surfaces, I just don't want surface clutter. I'm gonna put office closet because I'd like to hopefully this afternoon work on that when I get home, potentially. I need to I did check in with my membership community this morning, so I'll write that. I know this is all over the place when I'm writing it. I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to get everything on down before I forget it. There's just been so many things floating around my head, and because I haven't written them down, I'm just a little bit more stressed. I think that's the crux of it. We have leftovers today. So last week my oven broke and we thought we were going to be able to repair it. We're not able to repair it, so we did purchase a new one, but that will not be here until tomorrow. And so because of that, I've really struggled with food, and I do have some stuff in the fridge that we can heat up in the microwave, which is good. And we also have tons of eggs, which our cooktop still works, just the oven doesn't. And I cook so much stuff in the oven, I've just really had a hard time over the past week figuring out what the heck I'm doing. Okay, so I have leftovers for dinner tonight, so I don't need to worry about dinner. The kids will get lunch. I think that'll be fine with my mom. I do need to finalize the budget. I just need to print out the sticker that goes in my monthly planner, my budget planner. Print budget, and then I need to do spend tracking reporting for last month and just get those numbers put in my budget planner as well. And then I think that's really all for my Monday reset. I do have laundry that I need to get done. I don't think that that's going to get done. Well, it's not going to get done this morning. I will throw some in when I get home. Or if I have a few minutes before we leave, I will do that. I'm not planning anything for this afternoon. Actually, I will just write projects down. And I'm going to do projects right until 6, and we'll do dinner then. I need to post KiwiCo content this afternoon, map out my first 6-week update for Homeschool, which I'm hopefully going to record tomorrow. I don't know if I will actually have time for that. So this week, essentially, I'm supposed to be doing a lot of resting. I'm not sure how much resting I'm going to get done. The fact that my car was done super early and I don't have to wait until this afternoon to get it is very helpful, because if I can knock out the BMV stuff today, that means that Wednesday I'm not going to have to be running a bunch of errands, which is good, because Wednesday I was going to be out of the house most of the day. These 2 days I'm essentially was going to be housebound because our stove is being delivered tomorrow, but I don't know when. So I was just going to work on projects, but it's kind of hard to get into any projects when you're waiting on a delivery. You don't want things all out of control. I do need to take pots and pans out of oven. I also want to get the stairs cleaned. I need to vacuum upstairs and bathrooms. Okay, so I don't know if I even really fully articulated what my Monday reset is. It's anything that I have not gotten done during the weekend that I need to get done, so I feel like I'm set up for the week and not having things hang over my head. So that's what I'm going to hopefully get done today. We'll see how this goes. All right, so this is Monday. Happy Tuesday, friends. Oh goodness, yesterday was a cluster. Okay. So yesterday morning, I did write down a lot of the stuff that I wanted to get done, and it was right after I had done my weekly plan, which I'm still unsure if I'm going to even post that video because it was a little crazy, and it definitely changed from when I actually wrote this to when I did my daily plan, which does sometimes happen, you know, last minute things come up. So yesterday I did get quite a bit done, which I'm pleased about. We picked up the car, it was done super early, which was good, and then I went to the BMV with Emma. We were there for hours. It was a very long wait, and there was no service, and I didn't bring my Kindle because I was thinking I would just read on my phone, but I could not even get anything to work anyways. It was fine. We got everything done that we needed to, but we did not get home until almost 3 o'clock. And then I was making myself some lunch because, of course, I was gone during this whole lunch period and had not had a snack. So it kind of pushed things back a little bit. I did get quite a bit done. I did the floors, I cleared off surfaces. I got the stairs done, vacuumed upstairs, did both bathrooms. I did finish the budget. I did not print it, but I will do that today. I did not work on my office closet or do spend tracking. I did do laundry, and I did get the pots and pans out of the oven for that delivery today. I also mapped out my update, which technically I'm supposed to film today, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. All right, so today is the 22nd, And I was up at 5 and I did my AM routine. I did the 2 tiers of my AM routine, which if you've seen my video on my 3-tiered AM routine, it's where I have my set things that I do every morning, regardless of how much time I have. And then I have a second tier, which has some extra devotional books, nonfiction reading, some guided journals, regular journaling, that kind of stuff that I loop through. And then my third tier is more memory keeping and a little bit of legacy type goal work, which is mainly at the moment writing in journals to my kids. So I have not done tier 3 today or yesterday, but I did do both tiers 1 and 2, so I'm pleased about that. I did get out for a quick walk. I just went like 2.5 miles. It's 9:30 right now, and I did not do my planning this morning as part of my morning routine, which I typically do. When I'm filming it, it's a little bit more challenging for me to record when I'm in the when I would normally do my planning, because everybody's asleep and I'm trying not to be loud, and my office is right below where people are sleeping. So I didn't do anything yet. Okay, exercise and get ready. Emma had cross country also from 7 to 9 this morning. And then I picked her up and we just got home, and I am supposed to have the new oven delivered sometime between 10 and 2. I don't know. I don't know when. I wish they could pinpoint the time just a little bit better. I'm really hoping that I can get it closer to 10 so that I have the whole afternoon, because I did really want to film today, but we will see. So the things that I need to do, I did laundry yesterday, but I didn't get it put away. I need to do the dailies, although we already did floors and vacuum, surfaces and office desk. They're almost all done because I was tidying up this morning in preparation for the people to deliver the oven. So that is done. Patreon, I checked in with this morning. Maine Homeschool Network, I checked in this morning. I am doing a day in the life in my band group, which band is like an app. It's similar to Facebook groups, but you have to be invited into the group. You get like an invite link and it expires. So that's part of my membership community, where it gives us an opportunity to really, it's more than just me talking to my members. They're able to participate and share pictures and videos and what's going on in their lives as well. So I'm doing a day in the life over there. I need to post my KiwiCo content today. Jack made a pinball machine with his KiwiCo crate for this month, and it is so cool and it's a lot of fun. So I have some pictures that I'm going to post of those things. And then I really want to work on my office closet. I had originally planned to do my office yesterday, which didn't happen, and my master bedroom closet and the unfinished part of the basement, start working on that today a little bit, and I don't think that's going to happen. So I think I'm going to focus on my office closet. I have some editing that I have to do. I do not have a video to post for tomorrow, and that is what it is. I'm just going to have 2 videos this week. And I do have a little bit of project work that I need to get done. Budget printable. I need to print out the sticker that goes in my budget planner, and then I still need to do spend tracking from last month. I've closed out the month, but I just haven't recorded all of the data the way that I'm tracking it. I just haven't recorded it in my planner yet, but it is compiled. I just need to make it look pretty. So those are really the only things. I'm not going to write anything down because I just can't time block with this huge chunk of time being what it is. Possibly if they come early, I will also go register my car, or work on some other things, but we will see. I don't have any idea what I'm going to make for dinner tonight because it will obviously depend on the stove delivery. I do have some leftover stuff, but yes. So this is this is kind of a different day, but I'm hoping to update my plan as the day goes along, so that tomorrow you will see what I'm actually doing within these time blocks. But right now it's 9:30. I'm hungry, so I'm going to make myself some food and then get working on projects. Happy Wednesday, friends. So yesterday was a pretty good day. I did get quite a bit of stuff done, which was good. I wasn't really sure how the day was going to go, and I knew that the oven was going to be here sometime between 10 and 2. They actually came around 11, which was really good, and then I was cleaning the floors from them moving everything around, and then we had lunch, and then I did work on projects yesterday afternoon. I did not finish my office closet, but I did make a good dent on it. I'm going to continue working on that today, but I did pretty much everything else. I was really pleased with the amount of progress that I got done on everything yesterday. So that was good. I printed out my budget and I did my spend tracking, and I did make a lot of progress in my office. It doesn't look like it at the moment. It actually looks like more mess than tidy, but I'm feeling really good about that. So today is Wednesday the 23rd, and it is about 7:15 right now. I was up at 5:30 this morning. The past couple of days I've been up super early, and that has been good for my morning routine, but this morning I did not wake up until my watch alarm went off at 5:30. I don't wake up to an alarm generally, but this week, because Emma has practice really early in the morning, I have been setting my watch alarm so that if I'm not up, I do get up. So I woke up to my watch alarm today, which is kind of abnormal. Typically I'm up earlier, but that is what it is. And so I did my morning routine, I did my coffee, Bible, and I'm planning now. And I also did some journaling from my tier 2 part of my morning routine. So that was good. This week I've done a really good job at getting tier 1 and tier 2 done each morning, and so that makes me happy. I knew that this week I wasn't going to have time to work on tier 3, so I'm not all that concerned. So like I said, it's 7:15 right now. I'm going to just write exercise and get ready here, and after I finish planning, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out for a walk, and then I have to get Emma, and then we'll do breakfast later. My kids have been sleeping in a little bit this week, so depending on when they get up, they will either eat before I go to pick up Emma or when I get home and feed Emma, because she doesn't eat first thing in the morning. When she has cross country in the morning, she probably ought to, but she's just not hungry. So today I have to wash all of the outside rag towels. They're just like junk rags that I need to get clean. I do want to do my dailies, and I do want to work on my office closet again. I'd like to finish that today, but I also need to film some content for my YouTube channel, and I have not even really considered that. So let me see. I need to film my first 6-week update. Last year and the year before, I was doing monthly updates, but I think I might move to 6 weeks or 6-ish weeks, depending on how things are going. And then I need to edit that because I really want to post that Friday. I don't have a ton of things that I am thinking about at the moment for content, just because this week I thought this week was going to be a lot different than it has turned out to be with all of the appointments and stuff. When I originally set out to have this week off, my main focus was going to be on working with the kids on their passion projects, as well as me having time to just work on some home organizational things that I need to do to get ready for the next 6-week homeschool session, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to prep for my monthly reset tomorrow, but if I can get some content done today, that would be good. So I want to think about my fall refresh. I probably won't actually film this. I'll probably do that tomorrow on my monthly reset day. I also want to think about this budget series that I've had several people email me about, and I just need to kind of figure out how I'm going to do that. I have some ideas, but I need to map it out and then film it. If I can do that today, that would be great. Is that realistic? Probably not. Try and do some filming here until lunch, And then in the afternoon, I will work on projects, which are going to be my office closet. That's what that's going to be. I probably don't need 4 hours to do that, but I will put 4 hours. I also want to start going through next week's first day traditions to make sure that I have everything. This weekend, we're supposed to be going to the fair, and Emma has a race on Friday. So I know I'm not going to have a ton of time this weekend to work on things, and so today and tomorrow are really the days that I need to focus on some of the stuff for next week. So that looks like a light day. I have nothing planned for dinner at the moment, so I have to figure that out. I actually think I'm gonna make soup because our stove was delivered yesterday. It looks great. Everything is working how it ought to, and I did buy stuff for soup this week because everybody had been sick last week. So that's what I think I will do. Okay, so that is my Wednesday planned out. Okay, guys, it's 7:45 on Thursday. I was up early, but I'm still waking up. So yesterday was a good day. However, I unexpectedly had about a 2-hour phone call in the morning. And so that threw a lot of my day off. I did do my dailies, so that's good. And I did start on my office closet. I actually made quite a bit of progress. I'm moving some things around again. I don't know if you were like this when you were growing up, but I constantly rearranged my bedroom when I was growing up. And then in college, I rearranged my dorm room constantly. I moved dorm rooms several times. I moved off campus. I just like to move furniture around. And then when I got married, it was the same way. At my old house, I was constantly moving furniture around. In this home, there's not as much of a need for me to move furniture around because the rooms are really set how they need to be. So instead, I move my stuff around. So I'm not moving furniture, I'm just moving like books. The most that I do move are my bookshelves or my desks. I still kind of rearrange things sometimes, but right now I'm going through my office closet and just trying to reorganize it and get rid of things that I do not need. I did prep for my monthly reset. I did not do next week's first day traditions and emailing invoices. I actually just did that. I did check in with Patreon. I did main homeschool network. I did not film anything. I did some KiwiCo content that I have to finish up today. So my afternoon was a lot of this stuff was in the afternoon, and then I did just start on my office closet later in the evening. And then once Matt took Lucy to VBS for the evening, the kids and I just watched a movie, and I just kind of put my day away. Sometimes it's hard when you work for yourself and when you're homeschooling to kind of shut off all of that stuff in favor of moving towards family time in the evening. At least it is for me. And so I've been trying to be more aware of where I'm spending my time and what I'm doing in the evenings. So I'm like kind of shutting down everything for the day and moving towards just family time instead of continuing to work. It's very easy for me to continue to work on projects and such because I really enjoy them, even though they do stress me out sometimes, but it's very easy for me to just continue working instead of sitting down and just like hanging out with my kids. So I'm trying to do that a little bit more. I had been really good at it in the winter and the early summer, but as it's gotten busier and as we've started homeschooling again, and I have some really big projects outside of work that I'm working on and outside of homeschool that I'm working on, that time has kind of been chipped away and my margins have shrunk. So I'm working on that a little bit. Okay. That wasn't necessarily about daily planning, but just some of the things that are going on in my head right now. Today is the 24th, and it is my monthly reset day, so that is really going to be my focus today, which I'm really happy about. I'm very pleased with myself for thinking ahead and realizing that this week would be a good week for me to do my monthly reset. Typically, I would wait until the last Thursday when it's a 5-week month, and this does seem a little early for me to be working on things because typically on my monthly reset, I will also start working on goals. But because I'm going to be doing my fall refresh, I think that this is a really good time. Plus, I just have all of Emma's cross-country stuff and a bunch of appointments in September and things that I want to really get on the calendar and make sure that I have blocked out the time needed for specific things. So I think that that is going to be very helpful. I did not make soup yesterday, so I do want to make soup today. I need to take out some sausage from the freezer because I'll make like a zuppa toscana, like a knockoff Olive Garden zuppa toscana soup, or like sausage and kale soup, or sausage and potatoes, I don't know. So I need to do that. I was up at 5:30 and I did my AM routine. I'm still doing really, really good with getting the first 2 tiers done. My goal is to get the 2 tiers done every day, and then the 3rd tier, which is my memory keeping and legacy goal type stuff, to get that done maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. I have not done it this week, and most likely that will be more on the weekends, I think, because everybody kind of sleeps in on the weekends here, but I still get up super early. So, and when I don't have homeschool stuff to get set up for the day or work things to do first thing in the morning, it gives me a little bit more time work on that legacy stuff. But I would like to have maybe another day during the week. I think that as we get into our next 6-week session and we're focusing more on the specific days that we're doing things within our homeschool, like Wednesdays is our passion project day and Fridays are our screen-free day, I think things are going to be a little bit better. The past couple of weeks it's just been kind of crazy because of early morning cross-country practices and Matt being sick last week. Everything was just kind of all over the place. Anyways, okay, so I did my AM routine and it's almost 8 right now. I also worked this morning sending out some of those invoices I needed to do. Emma to cross-country. Yesterday I was supposed to water my mom's flowers, and because of that unexpected phone call I totally forgot. So I am going to do that this morning, and after I pick up Emma I will go do that, and then Emma has some books at the library that she needs to pick up, so I'm going to do that. Hopefully we'll be home by 10:30, and then I will get started on my monthly reset. And let's see, for my monthly reset, I need to do the family calendar, personal calendar, fall refresh, and September goals prep. This probably should be 2 separate things, but I'm going to run out of room on my to-do list section. And then I printed out that budget sticker for my planner earlier in the week, but I need to put it into my planner and then work on spend tracking for this pay period, which I haven't done yet. I don't do this every day, but it's the spend tracking that I was doing earlier in the week was spend tracking reporting for last month, and so spend tracking for this month. I usually do it once a week, I guess, but today will be a good day to work on that. I also need to update my book journal, and then Emma planner. I need to sit down with Emma and go through her planner, and then also Jack with his planner. It also, I don't know if I'm gonna have time. All right, let me put my dailies down. So I still want to finish up my office closet. If I can do that today, that would be really good. My ideal thing would be to have tomorrow as just a complete rest day. Emma has a cross-country meet in the afternoon. It's supposed to be raining all day. It's going to be miserable. But I really need to just have a rest day. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do anything, really. All right, so I will put projects here until 1. I'll do lunch at 1, and then projects again until dinner. And so these project blocks are really anything that's on my to-do list. I don't like to list, okay, well, I'm going to do this, 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 and this here, because sometimes I just want to do something different. So instead of putting a specific task into my project block, I will just know, okay, this is my project block and I can work on these things. Most likely, because it's my monthly reset day, I will do my monthly reset here, and then my afternoon project block will be office closet. I really do need to film a video for tomorrow. I'm supposed to be putting up my homeschool update and I just haven't done it yet. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. This week has been very bad for filming. I had originally planned when I had set up this week to take off, I was going to spend a day just filming content for September so that I could get ahead of things, but that has not happened. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. That's not very restful, but filming content, I do enjoy doing it, which is why I continue doing it. But Patreon, main homeschool network, did just check in with those. All right, so this is my day, and it may not seem, I don't know, it probably seems a little weird with all of my monthly reset stuff. And this stuff doesn't necessarily take me a long time. I think that the fall refresh is going to take me the longest, and that's just because I am really considering how I want the rest of the year to be. My word of the year is slow, and things have been really busy the past several months. I've gotten a lot of my main goals done with my rhythms and routines and home management systems and all of that stuff that I was working on this year. But I've forgotten kind of the second part of those goals. The reason for having these systems in place is so that I have more time to do the things that I love. And the things that I love are, spending time with my family and things like knitting and reading and incorporating more of those hobby type things back into my day-to-day. Because what ends up happening is I will fill my days with work-related tasks and projects, which I absolutely love, but it crowds out all of the fun stuff. And, well, the fun stuff that I do, just for myself. So I'm really trying to focus more on recreation, I guess, and hobbies and things in the next few months. I want to make sure that I'm taking the time that I want for those things. So I have some ideas. It's been an interesting thought process for me to kind of make some connections oh, well, you're creating all of these systems, which is great, but you're doing that so that you have more time to be able to do these other things, but you're not actually implementing the doing of these other things. So this is my Thursday. I need some more coffee. That's going to be step one, I think. Happy Friday, everyone. This day. Okay. Oh goodness, let's go over yesterday first. Okay, so yesterday I did a pretty good job. I feel like I got everything done that I needed to for my monthly reset. I haven't done Emma or Jack's planners yet, which honestly, I was thinking yesterday, and I actually vlogged my monthly reset yesterday, but you won't see that video until probably the end of September. I said that I was planning on doing these two planners today, which is our conference day with my kids. So each month I have a monthly reset, and then the day after is kind of a catch up with my kids, a conference to see how they're doing, how their homeschool is going, if they need new resources, what's working, what's not, so that I can make little adjustments monthly rather than waiting until a semester ends or the end of the year or something. I just like to check in with them. It also gives me a chance to talk to them about the month ahead and about any things that are going to be happening, any projects, passion projects, all of that sort of stuff. So yesterday morning, I did my morning routine, brought Emma to cross country, and then I was just kind of prepping for the day. I ended up waking up Jack and Lucy at 8:30 so that I could go get Emma. And then we went to get Emma. We went over to my mom's to water her plants. We were going to go to the library, but we didn't end up going because they weren't open yet. I forgot that they don't open till 10 or 10:30, so that did not work. And then we came home and I had to make breakfast for Jack and Lucy because they had not eaten yet. And then it kind of pushed things back by the time Emma, Jack, and Lucy had eaten breakfast. And then I cleaned up from breakfast, and then I made myself some food and cleaned up from that and really got the kitchen ready. It was close to 12 o'clock before I even started my monthly reset. So, and at that point I decided to make lunch, a quick lunch of oatmeal for everybody so that I could sit down and start working on my monthly reset. So that stuff ended up going probably until about 2:30. And then the weather was beautiful outside, so I moved outside and I just started to consider fall. I started to kind of consider my word of the year from this year and how it has kind of panned out, and just started to jot down a few things that I find valuable and important for the fall, moving ahead with my goals. So the afternoon I just spent outside. It was lovely. I did not work on my office closet at all. I did not do any filming, so there was that. I did do all of this stuff though. So yesterday was a good day. I did really deep clean my kitchen in the morning, or mid-morning, so that kind of pushed me off a little bit, but overall I'm pleased with the day. Now, it's Friday the 25th, and today was supposed to be Emma's first cross-country meet of the year. I knew that she didn't have cross-country practice this morning, so I knew I could quote-unquote sleep in. I don't typically sleep in, but I just shut my alarm off so that it wouldn't go off at 5:30. I woke up at 6. I did not do my morning routine this morning. I got up, and then I noticed it was pouring rain out already, and then I remembered that yesterday Emma put her sneakers outside to dry after we had watered plants at my mom's, and then she was resting all day, not running in the afternoon because she was trying to rest for the meet today. Well, it totally slipped both of our minds, and her sneakers were outside in the pouring rain. So I ran downstairs at like 6:10, got her shoes inside and started to dry them. Well, her running shoes you can't put in the dryer, so I was using a lot of paper towels and towels, trying to figure out how I was going to get them dry in a few hours because they had puddles in them. So I was doing that until about 7:30. And then I was working a little bit. So I'm not even going to write this stuff down. I worked on my project until about 9. And then I was doing breakfast and starting to get things ready for the cross-country meet. I was getting out our disposable ponchos and the umbrellas and making sure, constantly checking on Emma's shoes, making sure she had all of her gear that she needed to pack, helping her pack her backpack because this is the first meet, so she doesn't have anything really ready to go, and then braiding her hair because it's pouring rain out, so it's just easier if it is in braids. So I did that, and then at about 10:50 we got the notice that the meet was canceled. Oh goodness. So now, like I said, it's 11:30, and this is going to be the start of my day today because the entire morning was spent rushing around trying to get things ready for this afternoon. I know that sounds so crazy. The kids stayed in bed, I guess, until about 8:30 because nobody needed to get up early, 8:30 or 9, and so then having breakfast and starting to get ready. This was a good use of my time, this project that I had to do, but I would have chosen to spend my morning completely differently had I known that we were not going to have the meet this afternoon. But it is what it is. I can't change anything. So the rest of the afternoon, I am actually not going to plan anything today. And the reason is because this week was our homeschool break, and it was not very restful for me at all. It's also our screen-free day, which we're not even abiding by this morning. Jack is working on his video game and Lucy's watching a show. Emma is outside running because she hasn't really done a lot of running. She didn't do a lot of running yesterday because she was resting for her meet today, and so she's got a lot of pent-up energy, and she was nervous about the race, which, typical before a race. So she's getting all of her energy out in the pouring rain after I dried her shoes. Yes, so this week was all about rest for me, and the kids were off from homeschool for the week. Their mom's school, no math, no language, no history, all of that stuff we just haven't been doing. They've been working on their passion projects a lot, and I have unfortunately been working on some other projects and not really able to take the time that I wanted this week to rest and kind of get the house tidied and ready for a new 6-week term. So today, because it's pouring rain, I think that I am going to continue some of my thinking tasks from my monthly reset day. And that is going to be continuing to think about my fall refresh for goals. I am going to do my September goals. I am going to read through the next 6 weeks of homeschool. I am going to potentially print the boomerang and slingshot that I have for Jack and Emma for September, although that might get pushed to next week. I'm not entirely sure yet. And I am going to read and knit. So I am not going to put on a ton of stuff on this part of today because I really need to get through some of these thinking tasks. I would like to plan out next week's homeschool today. I'll write it down. I'm not sure if I will or not. I mentioned this when I was vlogging yesterday during my monthly reset that this weekend we're going to the fair, and so Sunday is going to be pretty much just busy having fun. Hopefully we can go. Jack's got a bit of a sore throat, but I'm crossing my fingers it's just the weather today. And so it'd be better if I could plan homeschooling this for next week today, but I also feel like I just need to rest. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. I like to do these types of things, the thinking and the journaling and the jotting down of ideas. So I think that'll be good. I did not post a video today. I didn't send out my email today. I have a couple of things that I need to check on. My goal is to not work on this mystery project that I've been talking about that I can't really share, and instead just focus on kind of renewal and getting ready for the next 6 weeks. I'm not burnt out on homeschool. We've only been homeschooling for 6 weeks, and actually I feel really good about how our rhythm is, all that we've accomplished in the first 6 weeks of school. I really like our focus days, Wednesdays passion projects, and Fridays screen-free day. Adding in cross country the past couple of weeks hasn't been too bad. It'll be a little bit easier when we're doing it in the afternoon instead of first thing in the morning, just because we're able to start school a little bit earlier than not starting until like 10 o'clock. That kind of sets us back just a little bit when Emma has cross country in the morning. But overall, I am feeling good about homeschool, but this project has taken up a lot of time. It is a lot of time, and I'm trying to get so many things done over the next few days so that I can be ready to start this, to actually really work on the project. There's a lot of preliminary work that I have to do before it starts. So trying to get all of that compiled and figure out where to go next is taking up a lot of mind space for me, so I haven't really been able to sort of rest. So that's what I do need to focus on today. I've written soup 3 days in a row. Today I'm definitely going to make it because it's pouring rain and 55. So soup for dinner, and then hopefully we can eat that today and tomorrow. And then that is all I'm going to put, and I will check in later this afternoon with you guys, hopefully. I know in my last week of daily plans, I said that I was going to check in, but I didn't because we had a fox attack a chicken, and there were just a bunch of other things that happened in the afternoon, and I forgot to come back until I went to edit that video, and then I said, oh, I didn't go back to finish my update of how Friday went. So this is my Friday. I will be back to update later today and let you know how things are going, and I may write in some stuff here if I end up blocking my time, but I think my primary goal is just to kind of sit and focus on rest today, which I think is very, very important. So this is Friday. Okay guys, here is my update for Friday. It was just a crazy day. I realized that I really just wanted to sit down and do some of my thinking tasks and spend some time resting. And that is essentially what I did for the afternoon. I did not do anything productive. I did not work on my homeschool plan for the week that we're currently in. I did not look ahead to Brave Writer stuff we were doing or deal with the next 6 weeks of homeschool. That's stuff that I put off until the weekend, and I still did not get everything done that I wanted. This week was not at all what I was expecting for our first week off from homeschool. I wanted to have much more of a passion project focus, but unfortunately, what happened was the focus was on errands and appointments and other things that I scheduled during this week because I knew we weren't homeschooling. So it was a little jumbled, but overall I'm pleased with the week. The reason that I share these planning videos with you is to show you that I don't do it all. Nobody can do everything that they want every single day. It's just not possible. But you can always be making progress, and it's always okay to change things around if you are struggling or if you have a bunch of things come up last minute. It's kind of why I continue to do daily planning, because even though I did my plan for the week, it immediately shifted as soon as I was done recording that week of planning. So, and I'll leave a link for that weekly plan with me, because I think I am going to post it, just because it was such a cluster, and that is real life. It's never going to be perfect, and you can't expect that it will be, because then you'll always be disappointed. So I did take a good chunk of time to rest and to work on some of the thinking tasks, which were mainly my fall refresh and September goals, really evaluating what I hope to accomplish throughout the rest of the year, because my fall, quote unquote, is September, October, November. December is completely different, focused on holidays, family, and then prepping for the new year, which honestly, it feels like it is just around the corner, even though we are still in August. It's August 29th when I'm filming this part of my daily plan with me. So you'll see how crazy this past several days have been for me. But this is my week of daily plans. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have questions, or if you just want to chat about your own rhythm and need some encouragement, I would love for you to leave me a comment or come over and check out my membership community, where we have a lot of in-depth conversation and kind of group coaching constantly throughout the days. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.